Yellowstone spin-off Marshals explained. All we know so far about Luke Grimes' series. The Case Dutton star is reprising his role in a new series, but it will not air on Paramount+. Yellowstone fans rejoiced as it was announced Luke Grimes would be starring once more as Case Dutton in a new spin-off titled Why? Marshals. However, some huge changes have been made as this time around. The Yellowstone series will not have Taylor Sheridan at its helm. According to Variety, the series is written, directed, and executive produced by Spencer Hudnett, the brain behind SEAL Team. The spin-off is confirmed for a mid-2026 release after filming this summer and is expected to air during a CBS Sunday night slot at 9 p.m. Esquire said the first season will reportedly include 13 episodes. The synopsis for the series explains how Case will be combining his skills as a cowboy and Navy SEAL to bring range justice to Montana, where he and his teammates must balance family, duty, and the high psychological cost that comes with serving as the last line of defense in the region's war on violence. Sheridan will be somewhat involved in the series as an executive producer, alongside Grimes. Why? Marshals will be the first Yellowstone project that is not the sole creation of Sheridan's. Grimes shared the news of the new project on Instagram, captioning the post, "Cowboys don't say goodbye, they say see you later." His Yellowstone co-star Hassie Harrison, who played Laramie, commented, "The fun don't stop. Congrats." In the original Yellowstone series, Case sealed the fate of the Duttons' land by selling it to the Broken Rock Reservation. He was then able to live in peace with his wife Monica, Kelsey Asbill, and son Tate, Brecken Merrill. At this moment in time, it has not been confirmed whether stars Asbill or Merrill will be reprising their roles. The dust hasn't even settled on the trails of the Dutton Ranch, and yet the legacy of Yellowstone continues to ride on, this time through a new and rugged chapter. Yellowstone, off Marshals. While Taylor Sheridan remains tight-lipped about much of the spin-off's details, one truth rings like the cocking of a Winchester. Luke Grimes isn't done yet. For fans who've ridden the emotional roller coaster of Case Dutton's journey, from Navy SEAL to reluctant heir, from broken son to stoic father, this new chapter promises to peel back even more layers. But Off Marshals isn't just a continuation. It's a reinvention, a rebranding, a reminder that in Sheridan's America, the frontier may evolve, but it never dies. The premise, lawman in the shadows, Yellowstone. Off Marshals appears poised to blend the lawless West with the long arm of justice. Set outside the bounds of Montana, rumors suggest the series will follow a special branch of U.S. Marshals operating in the modern wilderness, off-grid, off-book, and off the record. Here, justice isn't served in courtrooms. It's delivered on horseback, across miles of untamed terrain. And who better to lead such an elite squad than a man who knows how to balance morality on the edge of a blade? Case Dutton, or some hardened version of him, is believed to be the anchor of this new operation. Luke Grimes, reprising his role or potentially reimagining it under a new title, is the beating heart of Off Marshals. And while Paramount remains tight-lipped, a few things are becoming clear. Luke Grimes, the reluctant cowboy turned relentless lawman. In the Yellowstone saga, Case Dutton was always the paradox. A man bred for battle but longing for peace. A son torn between family loyalty and a desire for something more honest. In Off Marshals, that paradox may be pushed to the extreme. Insiders suggest that Case, or Grimes' character, should he go by another name, joins a special unit of federal marshals who take on cases too violent, remote, or politically charged for traditional law enforcement. Think Justified meets Sicario, but with cowboy hats and Sheridan's signature long silences that say more than dialogue ever could. This role could be Grimes' most nuanced yet. It's a chance to explore what happens when a man who spent his life running from violence becomes the weapon of the law itself. What is the cost of justice when it comes at the end of a rifle? What Luke brings to the saddle? To understand why Grimes is the perfect choice for Marshals, you need only look back at his Yellowstone legacy. His portrayal of Case Dutton made him a fan favorite, blending smoldering intensity with quiet vulnerability. He wasn't just the Dutton family's warrior, he was its conscience. But off-screen, Grimes is something of an enigma. The Ohio-born actor is famously low-key, preferring the rhythm of songwriting and the quiet of the outdoors to red carpet flashbulbs. His foray into country music, an art he pursues with the same gravitas as acting, speaks to his authenticity. He's not just playing cowboy, he lives it. That's what makes his casting in Marshals so perfect. Sheridan's world doesn't need flashy stars. It needs people who feel like they belong on horseback, under wide skies, with pain in their past and resolve in their eyes. Grimes brings that in spades. A franchise evolves. With Yellowstone winding down its flagship series in 2024, Marshals signals Sheridan's next frontier. Unlike 1883 or 1923, which leaned on historic grit, Marshals is believed to tackle modern threats: border crimes, cartel violence, and the erosion of frontier law. But don't expect procedural tropes. Sheridan's storytelling rarely follows formulas. There will be blood, yes, but also family. Morality. Unanswered questions about what it means to be good in a world that rarely rewards it. It's unclear how many of the original Yellowstone cast will follow Grimes into the wilderness. Will Monica and Tate still be part of his life? Will the ghosts of his father, John Dutton, haunt his decisions? These threads remain tantalizingly loose. Behind the scenes, what we know. Filming for Marshals is rumored to begin in late 2025, with Sheridan once again taking the reins creatively. The series will be set in the American Southwest, possibly Texas or New Mexico, where the landscape is more arid, more dangerous, and more unforgiving than Montana's big sky country. Paramount Plus has remained strategic about building its Yellowstone empire. With Lawman, Bass Reeves already proving there's an appetite for U.S. Marshal-centered stories, Marshals is poised to ride that momentum. It's also rumored that Sheridan is writing this spin-off with Grimes specifically in mind. That means the role will be tailored to his voice, his strengths, and the introspective style that made Case so magnetic. What fans want. Fans have long clamored for a deeper dive into Case's journey. While other Duttons chased land and legacy, Case chased meaning. If Marshals allows us to watch him build something outside the toxic orbit of his father's empire, it may offer the closure viewers have wanted, and the evolution his character deserves. The hope is that this new series will also introduce fresh faces, new allies, new enemies, and maybe even a new kind of family for Case. After all, if Yellowstone was about surviving the land, Marshals could be about defending it. Final thoughts. Grimes at the center of the storm. Luke Grimes stands at a fascinating intersection. As an actor, he's on the brink of leading his own franchise. As a musician, he's crafting songs that mirror the soul of the characters he plays. And as a storyteller, he's never seemed more at home. Whether Case Dutton returns by name or spirit, Yellowstone, Marshals promises to let Luke Grimes carry the torch of the modern cowboy into uncharted terrain. In a world where justice is muddy and heroes wear scars instead of capes, Grimes might just be the cowboy we need. And until the first trailer drops, all we can do is saddle up, listen to the wind, and wait.